Amen.
Amen.
So the question we've been answering last couple of classes
Otázka, ktorú odpovedáme v posledných niekoľkých hodinách,
is, could I please re-explain the methodology of why the priests are the 144,000?
je, či by som mohol znovu vysvetliť metodológiu, prečo kňazi sú 144 000.
So we've given a few arguments.
Dali sme niekoľko argumentov.
They both start at the same point in time.
Obaja začínajú v rovnakom bode alebo v rovnakom čase.
Point 2, the priests have been in the movement a lot longer than anyone else,
Kňazi boli v hnutí oveľa dlhšie ako kdokoľvek iný.
like an order of magnitude more.
Neporovnateľne dlhšie.
The reason we need an alternative symbol
Dôvod, prečo potrebujeme druhý alebo alternatívny symbol
instead of the 144,000
miesto 144 000,
is because there are two groups in Adventism.
pretože v adventizme sú dve
And the
skupiny.
second group in Adventism cannot be seen in the standard verses that we use.
A tá druhá skupina nie je viditeľná v tých bežných veršoch, ktoré používame.
The standard verses that deal with the 144,000.
Bežné verše, ktoré sa týkajú 144 000.
Revelation 7, Revelation 14.
Zjavenie 7 a 13.
So we need a new symbol. And the one that we decided to use,
Ten, ktorý sme sa my rozhodli používať,
could have used something else,
mohli sme použiť aj niečo iné,
but we chose to use a symbol of the priests.
ale rozhodli sme sa používať symbol
The reason we
kňazov.
did that
Dôvod, prečo sme to
is
spravili,
because in the book of Ezra,
je kvôli Ezdrášovi.
you have three groups that deal with the sanctuary.
Sú tam tri skupiny, ktoré robia niečo so svätyňou.
And those three groups can be mapped to the people at the end of the world.
A tie tri skupiny môžu byť takým vzorcom pre ľudí na konci sveta. Pre tie tri skupiny na
Priests,
konci
Levites,
sveta.
and Nethinims.
Kňazi, leviti a netinejci.
The priests and the Levites are Adventists, and the Nethinims are the world.
Kňazi a leviti sú adventisti a leviti a netinejci sú svet.
And then we went to another model,
Potom sme išli do ďalšieho modelu.
which is the story of Noah.
To je príbeh Noacha.
And the story of Noah is interesting
Uh,
because it identifies those same three groups:
Dejiny Noacha sú zaujímavé.
Noah and the
Sú v
two sets of
Noachovi.
animals.
A to je Noach a dva typy zvierat.
And we can distinguish which ones symbolize the church and which ones symbolize the world
A vieme rozlišiť, ktorá skupina je symbolom pre cirkev a ktorá je symbolom pre svet.
by the symbol of cleanness and uncleanness.
Tým symbolom čistého a nečistého.
We know that in the book of Acts,
Vieme, že v skutkoch
we can prove text that an unclean animal is a Gentile.
máme taký dôkaz textom, že nečisté zvieratá sú pohania.
It's not the only place that we can do that.
Nie je to jediné miesto, kde sa to dá ukázať.
And by compare and contrast,
Porovnaním a protikladom.
if an unclean animal is a Gentile, a clean animal is a symbol of God's people.
Keď nečisté zviera je pohan, tak čisté zviera je symbol Božieho ľudu.
At a very simplistic level,
V takom na zjednodušenej
I
úrovni,
don't want people to become confused on this.
nechcem, aby to ľudí zmiatlo.
In Revelation 13,
V zjavení 13
you have a leopard beast and a lamb beast.
máme tú šelmu leoparda a
And
baránkovú.
those beasts symbolize governments,
Tieto
not church.
šelmy reprezentujú vlády alebo cirkev.
But the countries that they represent
Krajiny, ktoré reprezentujú,
can be considered Christian or not.
môžu byť považované za kresťanské alebo nie.
or at least following Christian principles.
alebo aspoň nasledujú kresťanské princípy.
So in the story of Noah, we have these three groups, Noah and the two sets of animals.
V príbehu Noacha máme 3 skupiny
And this story is interesting
a tento príbeh je zaujímavý,
because it clearly shows that the Levites and the Nethinims
lebo to jasne ukazuje, že Leviti a Netinejci
are the same experience, the same relationship to Noah.
Majú rovnakú skúsenosť, rovnaký vzťah k Noachovi.
You could develop this story more.
Tento príbeh by sme mohli rozvíjať viac.
7 clean animals.
Máme 7 čistých zvierat.
Why?
Prečo?
At just a literal level. Why were there 7?
Prečo ich bolo v tom doslovnom príbehu 7? 7 párov.
Yeah, but why were there 7?
Prečo 7?
Because it's in link with God's people.
Just literally.
V tom doslovnom príbehu.
The unclean is only 2.
Tých nečistých sú len 2 páry.
You can't kill one of them.
Nemôžeme,
The species would go extinct.
tieto nemôžeme zabiť, oni by vyhynuli.
So there's this idea of sacrificing the clean.
Je tu vlastne tá myšlienka toho obetovania tých čistých.
And you can use that concept to symbolize the Levites.
A tento koncept spadá na Levitov. Je to symbol pre Levitov.
They need to sacrifice themselves for service.
Oni sa obetujú pre službu.
So I've given 4 different perspectives, 4 different proofs
Dal som 4 rôzne perspektívy,
of why the priests are the 144,000.
prečo kňazi sú 144 000.
So hopefully that answers that question sufficiently.
Dúfam, že sme to zodpovedali dostatočne.
At least for the students, because the
Aspoň,
brother hasn't contacted me and said yes or no.
aspoň pre študentov, lebo ten brat sa neozval, či áno alebo nie.
Any questions on that subject?
Sú tu nejaké otázky ešte?
No? Good.
Bit more on the leopard beast and the lamb beast.
Ohľadne tých šeliem, čo si hovoril,
said
môžeš
that
to
was two
trošku
groups.
rozviť?
Wie hast du nochmal gesagt, ist dieses leopardenähnliche Tier und das lammähnliche Tier, wie sind diese zwei unterschiedliche Gruppen?
If you go to Daniel 8 verse 12,
Wenn man zu
Keď ideme do Daniela 8.12,
it says that a host was given to him,
da heißt es,
tam sa píše, že mu bolo dané vojsko,
by reason of transgression. And
neprávosti.
I would suggest
Ja by som povedal,
that the host
že to vojsko
is state
je štát
and the hymn is the papacy.
a to, komu bolo dané vojsko, to je
I
pápežstvo.
think it says hymn in the verse. Yeah. Yeah, and the host was given him.
Bolo mu dané
So the
vojsko.
hymn is the papacy, the host is the state. It's an army.
On je to pápežstvo a jemu bol daný
And
štát
that
ako
host
vojsko.
that's given, I'm suggesting in a very simple fashion, is the leopard beast of Revelation 13.
Zjednodušeným spôsobom to vojsko, ktoré mu bolo dané, bolo je tá šelma toho leoparda zo Zjavenia
They're in
13.
transgression.
Je to v neprávosti.
If you go to Revelation 17 verse 2,
Keď pôjdeme do Zjavenia 17,
this is the kings that have committed fornication.
to sú králi, ktorí spáchali smilstvo.
Revelation 12 Revelation 13, Revelation 17.
Zjavenie 12, 13, 17.
Offenbarung 12, Offenbarung 13 und Offenbarung 17.
There's a beast that's identified with 7 heads and 10 horns.
Je tu šelma identifikovaná so 7 hlavami a 10 rohmi.
It's the same animal.
Ale je to to isté
17.
zviera. 17.
The beast is also identified as kings.
Tá šelma je identifikovaná ako
So in
králi.
Revelation 13,
Zjavenie
these
13.
are countries that are committing fornication.
V zjavení 13 sú to krajiny, ktoré páchajú to smilstvo.
And I'm saying they're Gentiles.
Ja vravím, že sú to pohania.
The beast of Revelation 13, verse 11, the lamb-like beast,
Ten
is a nation, but we would
tá šelma zo
read that
zjavenia
as being
13,
Protestant
ktorá je-
America.
ktorá je ako baránok, to je tiež národ, ale je to
Glorious
protestantská
land.
Amerika.
And whilst the land is not the
Krásna zem.
people,
Zem nie sú ľudia,
it is the home of the people.
ale je to dom ľudí, domov ľudí.
So all I was identifying that you can have a clean animal and an unclean
Ja som
animal,
identifikoval, že môžeme mať čisté zviera, nečisté zviera.
symbolizing church and the world.
Symbolizujúc cirkev a svet.
Okay, so I've finished that question. Unless there's any more thoughts on it.
Takže s touto otázkou som skončil. Ak už toho
So if you
nie
go
je
back
viac.
to the review that we were doing,
Keď sa vrátime do toho zhrnutia, ktoré sme robili,
just want to refresh our minds.
chcel by som naše mysle obnoviť.
We've got to 9 points.
Máme 9 bodov.
Wir haben 9 Punkte aufgezählt.
We know this is a great test.
Vieme, že je veľká skúška
Discussion is that test prophetic or moral?
a tá diskusia je, či tá skúška je prorocká alebo morálna.
Then we had 5 review points on Matthew 13.
Potom sme mali takých 5 zhrnutí ohľadne Matúša 13.
There are those that are judging or testing, and there are those who are judged or tested.
Sú tí, ktorí skúšajú alebo súdia a potom sú tí, ktorí sú skúšaní alebo súdení.
Und die gerichtet werden bzw. getestet werden.
There's the title and the theme.
Je tu názov a téma.
Sister Shemaine, where's the theme of the parable found?
Šimen, kde je tá téma o podobenstve? Kde ju nájdeme?
I think it's the A333, the final great separation.
Myslím, že je to tužba vekov 333.
What happened in our movement, point
To,
5,
čo sa stalo v našom hnutí, ten piatý
something
bod,
went wrong.
niečo išlo už
Point
zlým
5.
smerom.
What went wrong in our movement,
A to bolo čo? Čo išlo zlým smerom?
Brother Jim? Is that enough of a jog of your memory or not? It's been a while.
Schon ein Weilchen her.
Už to je
Sister,
nejakú
you
dobu, čo
remember?
sme to robili?
What went wrong in our movement?
Yeah.
People said that you can't tell who the tares are, that you shouldn't be pointing them out.
Do a little bit louder so it picks up on the mic.
People were saying that we shouldn't pick out the tares or judge who's a tare. That you wouldn't be able to see them, or you shouldn't be able to see them.
Leute haben
Ľudia hovorili, že by sme nemali poukazovať na to, kto je
Germany.
kúkol.
September the 11th,
Uh,
9/11, 2016.
2016 v Nemecku
we're at a camp meeting
11. septembra
and Matthew 13 comes up.
sme boli na camp meetingu a prišiel
And the presenter just casually
vystúpil
says,
Matúš 13, ten hovorca s Matúšom 13
in response to a question,
a hovoril vlastne
sure,
ako odpoveď na
servants
otázku.
can judge.
Samozrejme, že služobníci vedia posúdiť.
Of course, they have the ability to see wheat and tares
Samozrejme, že vidia a vedia rozlíšiť pšenicu od kukola.
because that's what the parable
To
teaches.
je to, čo učí to podobenstvo.
And that created a storm of opposition.
A to spôsobilo obrovskú búrku opozície.
And that storm of opposition was focused on a particular issue or a particular point of the parable.
A táto opozícia bola na tento konkrétny bod toho podobenstva.
The focus became the ability of the servants to judge.
A to bola tá schopnosť tých služobníkov súdiť.
It got so bad,
Bolo to také zlé,
this argument,
celý ten argument, alebo tá diskusia,
that people accused the servants
že ľudia obvinili tých služobníkov
of doing what?
z toho, že robia čo?
Sorry? No. Read the heart.
Že čítajú srdcia ľudí? Nie.
The parable teaches.
Podobenstvo
Did
učí,
you can say something? Say something? So the parable teaches that they judge what?
podobenstvo učí, že čo posudzujú?
Plants. The discussion got so bad that people accuse the servants of not each other.
Ľudia obvinili služobníkov.
The wheat or the tares.
No, they're already doing that. Parable says they're doing that. Judging the wheat and tares.
To už hovorí to samotné
Let's turn
podobenstvo,
to Matthew 13.
že rozsudia medzi pšenicom
I'll
a
give you the
kúkolom.
verse, Sister Catherine,
Poďme sa pozrieť do toho podobenstva.
if I can find it.
Ak to nájdem.
Matthew 13, are you there? Okay. That's when you're there, Sister Suella. As you're finding there, let's summarize. The parable teaches that they judge the plants.
Podobenstvo učí, že oni posúdia tie...
That became a
tie
subject of
rastliny.
great controversy.
A toto sa stal to bolo predmetom veľkého sporu.
I'll comment on that in a moment.
Na to ešte spravím komentár za chvíľu.
But the argument became so heated
Ale ten argument bol taký horúci,
that they said they're not only judging plants,
že povedali, oni nielen posudzujú rastliny,
and we're in verse 27.
teraz sme v 27. verši,
So you read verse 27 quietly.
potichu si ho môžete prečítať.
We'll just read it in German.
A pristúpili sluhovia hospodárovi a povedali mu, Pane, či si ty nenasial druhého dobrého semena na
Got so
svojom
bad that they
poli?
accused the servants of doing what?
Skadiaľ, že má tedy kúkol. Z čoho obvinili
So I'll give her time
služobníkov?
to translate when I speak. She didn't hear what you said.
Judging the householder.
Oni obvinili hospodára.
A simple question
Jednoduchá otázka.
turns into something that looks ugly.
Stalo sa z nej niečo veľmi škaredé.
Why would people do that?
Prečo by to ľudia spravili?
Did you hear the answer?
Počuli ste tú odpoveď?
Yeah.
What was my question?
Aká bola moja otázka?
Sister Catherine told me my question and your answer.
Keď ty povedz mi moju otázku a tvoju odpoveď.
Servants.
What's my
Lord.
question?
They
Oh, yes, sorry, yes, go.
who the servants were judging, other than it got so bad that they accuse the servants of judging someone other than the wheat and the tares. And the question was who?
Čiže oni obvinili tých služobníkov, že posudzujú nielen kukol a pšenicu, ale ešte aj niekoho ďalšieho.
The fight in the movement became so intense
Ten boj v hnutí sa stal taký intenzívny,
they accused the servants of not only judging the plants but something else.
že obvinili tých služobníkov nielen z toho, že súdia posudzujú tie rastliny,
Who was the else?
ale aj,
The householder.
Verse.
27.
ale aj toho hospodára.
Okay, that was with that, Sister Shemaine?
What?
Yes? No, you understand?
Yes, go on.
Okay. So, a simple question.
Jednoduchá otázka
They said, what happened?
o tom, čo sa stalo.
People in the movement
Ľudia v hnutí
turn into something that's dark.
z toho urobili niečo temné.
Why would they do that, Sister
Prečo?
Catherine? Why would they do that? People in the movement, why would they do that?
Prečo by to spravili ľudia v hnutí?
Sister Kathy, why would they do that? Why would they make the servants look bad?
Prečo by tak urobili taký zlý obraz o tých služobníkoch?
Who's they?
Kto myslíš oni?
Who's they?
Kto boli tí
So
oni?
people in the movement are making the
People in the movement are fighting.
right.
Ľudia v hnutí bojovali medzi sebou.
First, they're fighting over the judging the plants,
Najprv bojovali nad tým, či sa môžu posudzovať rastliny,
because that's not
rastliny,
possible.
že vraj to nie je možné.
Why not, Sister Shemaine?
Prečo, Šimeň?
Because the servants, they cannot judge. They
You said before. That's why I'm asking you.
oh, they cannot judge the tares.
No, they cannot know.
They
Pretože
cannot
služobníci
discern
nemôžu-
who is he. They cannot learn with the heart.
They cannot read the heart.
Nemôžu čítať, čo je v srdci.
So then they say,
Tak potom povedali,
leave that argument.
to necháme.
Then they say, these people are so bad, they even judge the householder.
A povedali, títo ľudia sú takí zlí, že ešte posudzujú aj hospodára.
Verse 27.
27. verš.
My question is, why would they do that?
Moja otázka je, prečo by to spravili?
Which message?
Čo s posolstvom?
The story, how it's being presented, that you can see the tares.
Sister Sarah, what didn't they like?
Sára, čo sa im nepáčilo? Ja si to nepamätám, že takto to išlo týmto smerom.
Sorry?
When we say, I don't remember when we said they cannot judge. The controversy went to judge the plant to the householder.
kann mich nicht erinnern, dass die Diskussion
I miss a link, I
die
think.
Pflanzenrichten zu dem Hausherrn überging.
If you join the WhatsApp forum,
Keby si išla na to fórum na WhatsAppe,
Which WhatsApp?
Also beigetreten warst,
you won't miss the links.
asi ti to ušlo.
You won't miss the links if you join the forums.
wenn du in den Foren wärst, dann würdest du diese Verbindung nicht verpasst haben.
You'll just get destroyed.
Aber du wirst vollkommen zerstört werden.
Don't join forums.
Tretet keinen Foren bei.
Follow Sister Shemaine's example.
Folgt dem Beispiel von Schmidt.
Okay, you missed the link. I've given you the link.
Du
Dobre,
hast
takže
diese Verbindung verpasst, aber ich habe sie dir ja eben gesagt.
Who don't they like?
koho nemali radi?
Who they're
Kto sa
trying
im
to-
nepáčil?
Make look bad.
okom chceli, aby vyzeral zle.
Wer schlecht dasteht.
The servants.
Tých služobníkov.
This is in English called a straw man technique.
To je v angličtine nazývame technika silného muža.
They project on the servants something that's not even there.
Na tých služobníkov začali projektovať niečo, čo tam ani nie je.
Because if you can make them look bad,
Ak spôsobíme, že oni vyzerajú zle,
it's not bad to judge the plants.
to nie je zlé posúdiť tie rastliny.
You can't prove that in the parable.
To sa nedá z podobenstva dokázať,
But it's bad to judge the householder.
ale je zlé posúdiť hospodára.
Who's the householder?
Kto je hospodár?
Sorry? Verse. Where are you looking?
From verse 30.
Sorry?
I'm looking first from verse
Okay.
34 to have the meaning
yeah,
of the
yeah.
parable.
Fine.
Pozerám od 34. verša, tam je vysvetlenie podobenstva.
You can ask to another person.
I'll wait.
37.
Sister Suellen, who's the householder?
Kto je ten hospodár?
The Son of Man.
The Son of
Syn
Man,
človeka.
Der Sohn des Menschen.
Jesus.
Ježiš.
Who's the servants?
Kto sú služobníci?
Who's the servants? It doesn't tell you in the explanation.
To v tom vysvetlení nemáme.
It's the only symbol that's not explained.
Je to jediný symbol, ktorý nie je vysvetlený.
I think every other one is explained.
Myslím, že všetky ostatné symboly sú vysvetlené.
You're left guessing who the servants are.
Musíme uhadnúť, kto to je.
We'll say it's us.
Povieme, že sme to my.
So that means
To znamená,
we're judging or accusing whom?
že my posudzujeme alebo obvinujeme koho?
Christ.
Krista.
Not Jesus, Christ. The Messiah,
Mesiáša.
the anointed one.
Toho pomazaného.
That's not good.
To nie je dobré.
It's bad enough to judge you,
To je dosť zlé posudzovať vás.
but now the servants are judging Christ.
A teraz tí služobníci posudzujú Krista.
And I'd already said that the servants are us.
A ja som povedal, že služobníci
So
sme
you
my.
see how the discussion got misdirected.
A tá diskusia úplne stratila smer.
The focus became on the ability to judge
A to zameranie bolo na to, že či sme schopní
as
posúdiť.
opposed to the separation.
Oproti tomu vlastne, že je to o rozdelení.
Then number 6, what went wrong?
Potom, čo šlo ďalej zlým smerom?
What went wrong, number 6, Sister Suellen?
Suelen?
It says theme, separate, fractal, movement, priest.
Wie heißt das Thema?
Je to téma kňazov v tom svojom fraktáli.
Well, they didn't know what the theme was. The theme just got lost.
So that doesn't make any sense to me either. So you're not alone. I'm having to dig in. What does that mean?
Somehow turned it into, or applied it to the fractal of the priests.
Nejak sa to
Well,
celé
go with that.
aplikovalo na kňazov,
Es wurde
na fraktál kňazov.
We took the theme,
Wir haben das Thema
Toto sme
genommen.
we
zobrali,
accepted it,
Wir haben es angenommen.
sme
of
prijali
separation.
Nämlich,
to rozdelenie.
die Trennung geht.
So we got 6 correct.
Takže tu
This bit of 6 correct.
šestku a túto časť máme správne.
Nummer 6 haben wir richtig gehabt.
Because that's 4.
To je štvorka,
4 dargestellt.
But we did something wrong.
ale niečo sme urobili
We
zle.
applied it to the separation within the movement instead of the final separation.
My sme to aplikovali na to rozdelenie v hnutí, miesto na to
We took it
konečné
to the fractal
rozdelenie.
level of the movement, or what we would call the priest.
Zobrali sme to do fraktálu vlastne toho hnutia, ako do
So?
fraktálu kňazov.
What's the date,
Dnes je koľkatého?
Brother Jim?
Alebo aký je to dátum?
Do you remember I gave it a minute ago? Do you remember I gave the date? Do you remember the year?
Kedy sa to stalo? Rok?
9/11, 2016.
Bolo to 11. septembra 2016.
Simple question.
Jednoduchá otázka.
It wasn't even an agenda.
Tam
There was no agenda behind it.
za tým nebola nejaká agenda, nejaké smerovanie.
The question was asked, are you saying that the servants can know who are wheat and tares? And the answer was, the parable says they can, so of course they can.
Takže ty hovoríš, že vieš rozlišiť pšenicu od kúkola? Áno, samozrejme, veď to hovorí to
In our
podobenstvo.
movement,
V našom hnutí
we have done some really bad things.
sme spravili niektoré naozaj zlé veci.
One of them,
A
perhaps
jedna
the
z nich,
worst,
možno najhoršia,
is to fill our horizon with this movement's activities.
je, že sme náš horizont naplnili s aktivitami tohto hnutia.
I would express that by the methodology of repeat and enlarge.
Ja by som to vysvetlil metodológiou opakovania a
And
rozšírenia.
because we don't like the conference,
Pretože nemáme radi konferenciu,
and the conference focuses upon what?
jej zameranie je na čo?
Anybody? Sorry? No. Reaching the world.
Zasiahnuť svet.
No. What do we focus on?
Na čo sme zameraní my?
I just said.
Teraz som to povedal.
Sorry? Speak loud. We focus on repeat and
My
enlarge.
sa zameriavame na opakovanie a rozšírenie
The church focuses on,
a cirkev sa zameriava na...
because we hate them, we throw away their methodology.
na ten kontext. A pretože ich nenávidíme,
And when I say throw away, I mean
Odhadzujeme ich
people becoming
metodológiu.
forgetful of that important
tým
methodology.
slovom odhadzujeme, myslím, že sme zabudli na tento spôsob metodológie, ktorý má konferencia.
We have to hold on to both.
A my sa musíme držať oboch.
And that's why
Asi tá
6
konferencia je,
goes
že
wrong.
pozeranie na kontext. A preto toto išlo
Because
zle.
when we say, of course the servants can judge the wheat and
Bo
tares,
keď povieme, že samozrejme, že služobníci môžu posúdiť pšenicu a kúkov,
Brother Jim, where does everybody's mind go to?
Jim, kam ide mysel všetkých?
Servants, wheat and tares, where do our mind go to? Judging whom? It's point 6. The movement.
To hnutie, to
We
išlo
keep on thinking we're going to be judging the movement.
Ľudia si mysleli, že budeme posudzovať
The movement
hnutie.
is small.
To hnutie je malé,
Everyone knows each other.
všetci sa poznajú.
So what we're going to start doing, Sister Catherine?
A čo začneme robiť?
Judging each other.
We're going to start judging each other.
Začneme posudzovať jeden druhého.
Who's friends with FFA and who is not?
Kto ide z FFA a kto
Who
nie.
is eating something wrong and who is not?
Kto je niečo, čo nemá jesť a kto je dobre.
Who's teaching strange doctrines and who is not?
Kto učí zvláštne veci a kto nie.
Who's aggressive and who isn't?
Kto je agresívny a kto nie je.
This is where we went to.
Sem to zašlo.
Very soon afterwards,
Veľmi skoro potom,
I'm going to guess from memory.
trošku to len tak odhadnem podľa toho, jak si to
I
pamätám.
think it's from Switzerland.
Myslím, že to išlo zo Švajčiarska.
Someone from Switzerland. I'll say this in English, then I'll change the word.
Poviem to po anglicky, potom to
Someone shops me in.
skúsim to zmeniť. Niekto má...
That means they talebear upon me or they gossip about me.
Niekto o mne začal
They accuse me.
ma obviňovať a ohovárať
They accuse me to the authorities.
smerom vlastne k tým autoritám.
Who are the authorities?
Kto boli tie autority?
FFA.
K FFA.
The speaker's teaching heresy down in Germany.
Tento hovorca učí blúdy v Nemecku.
So it came from Switzerland.
Myslím, že to bolo zo
They
Švajčiarska.
turned me in, yes.
Vlastne to na mňa povedali.
Not me, the speaker, whoever that was.
Nie ja, ten hovorca, neviem už, kto to bol.
It wasn't me. They turned this speaker in.
Povedali to na toho
So whoever
hovorcu.
it was from Switzerland
Kdokoľvek
was not good.
zo Švajčiarska to bolo, nebolo to dobré.
FFA got hold of this
FFA sa toho chytila
and they began to investigate.
a začali to riešiť.
And then a fight ensued
A vznikol ten boj
between
medzi
myself
mnou
and FFA.
a FFA.
Now, I used to be good friends with FFA,
My sme bývali dobrí priatelia,
so it wasn't the whole of FFA,
takže to nebola celá FFA,
it was their leading teacher
ale bol to ich vedúci učiteľ
here in Europe.
tu v Európe.
And so their teacher and me are fighting,
Ich učiteľ a ja sme sa dostali do boja
and Elder Jeff becomes the referee,
a brat Jeff sa stal takým,
I think.
ktorý akože to...
This discussions degenerated
Rozhodca nejaký.
into identifying good and bad people in the movement.
A celá táto diskusia viedla k tomu, že sa začali identifikovať dobrí a zlí ľudia v hnutí.
And now two teachers
A dvaja učitelia
are arguing.
sa hádajú alebo argumentujú.
One must be good
Jeden musí byť dobrý,
and one must be bad.
jeden musí byť zlý.
So you can see how ugly this begins to get really quickly.
Veľmi rýchlo sa toto stalo škaredým.
So everybody's wondering which one of those teachers is the tare and which one of the teachers is the wheat.
A každý začal rozmýšľať, kto z týchto učiteľov je pšenica a kto z tých učiteľov je kúkol.
And no one understands the doctrine.
Nikto nerozumel tomu, čo sa učí.
So what did they say, Sister Shemaine? No one understands what I'm going on about.
Nikto
What I teach.
nerozumel, o čom rozprávam.
Don't understand me.
Nerozumeli mi.
So how are they going to know who's the wheat and tare?
Ako budú vedieť, kto je pšenica a kúkol?
Who shouts the most? Who's the most pleasant?
Kto viac kričí, alebo kto je milší?
Sorry?
I said behavior.
Yeah. Behavior.
Pozerali na správanie.
You can see how bad this becomes. It's very dangerous
Toto je veľmi nebezpečné a išlo to zlým smerom.
because people don't understand the theological arguments.
Pretože ľudia nerozumeli tým teologickým argumentom.
And I'm at a disadvantage.
A ja som bol v nevýhode.
What's my disadvantage?
Aká je moja nevýhoda?
No. I knew you were going to say that. I'm not well known. She says, I'm not famous.
Nie som veľmi známy, obľúbený.
That's dinner talk.
Nie.
Is that right, dinner talk? We talk about it at dinner. Not
Tom-
fame. No, that's not the reason.
Nie, nie.
I know.
We all should know we've got to draw back to everything that we've learned in class since we've been here.
Toto by sme mali všetci vedieť, či... Neviem teraz, čo myslel.
Why am I at a disadvantage?
Prečo som v nevýhode?
From America.
No, you're taking this too personally now. It's not that personal.
To nie je až také osobné.
Okay, I'll help you.
Trošku vám pomôžem.
Because I've got... Do we know what a heavyweight is? Someone who's strong. Like a boxer, a heavyweight.
Niekto, kto je silný a má ťažkú váhu.
I've got a heavyweight against me.
Ah, 25
Mám proti mne
kg.
ťažkú váhu.
Who's against me?
Kto bol proti mne?
And who's on
Is it Thomas?
Who's on the other?
A kto
Who's on the
bol-
other person's side?
Kto bol na strane toho druhého človeka?
Who is against me, and who's on the other person's
Kto bol
side?
proti mne a kto bol na strane toho druhého človeka?
You,
Not FFA. Not Elder Jeff.
Nie brat Jeff?
I mean a proper heavyweight. No, he's a heavyweight.
is it in link with some setting?
Tree of life?
No, I didn't want to use Tree of Life.
Nechcel som hovoriť o Tree of Life.
The householder. We'll go with that one, but it's almost there.
Dobre, vezmem to, ten
Who's
hospodár.
the heaviest
Takmer. To,
person in Adventism?
kto je ten najsilnejší človek
Biggest, most important
v
person.
adventizme?
So why am I at a disadvantage?
Prečo som v nevýhode?
She's going to give it again. Why am I as a disadvantage?
Because Ellen White is against you.
Because Ellen White is against me.
Pretože Ellen Whiteová je proti mne.
Because this teacher
Tento učiteľ
has got all the
má
quotes.
všetky tie citáty.
Where did you get that idea, Sister Shemaine?
Odkiaľ máš tú myšlienku,
That
Šime?
people can't read the heart.
Že ľudia nemôžu čítať, čo je v srdci.
There you go.
To je
So
citát
you should
Ellen
know the
Whiteovej.
answer. That's the problem. I don't have spirit of prophecy backing.
Ja nemám sa s čím oprieť o ducha prorockého.
And the other person
A
does.
ten druhý človek áno.
So it becomes very difficult to discern who's right and who's
A
wrong.
začalo byť veľmi ťažké rozlíšiť, kto je na správnej strane a kto nie.
Because if I say it this way, my adept followers,
Lebo moji následovníci v úvodzovkách
they're going to say, look at his logic.
povedia, pozri sa na tú logiku.
So good.
To je dobrá logika.
And the other ones are going to say,
A tí druhí povedia,
Ellen White says you can't do this.
ale Ellen Whiteová hovorí, že to nesmieš robiť.
Who do you believe?
Komu budeme
The one
veriť?
that's got the biggest smile?
Ten, kto má väčší úsmev?
Or the one who follows Ellen White?
Alebo ten, kto ide za Ellen Whiteovou?
So 6 becomes a really serious issue.
6 sa stala naozaj veľkým problémom.
And it took us 2 years to recover from that fight.
A trvalo nám 2 roky, kým sme sa dostali z toho boja. Kým sme
And I hope
sa z toho
now
uzdravili. A dúfam,
that everyone in the movement
že každý v hnutí
acknowledges, not just theoretically, but intellectually, they know
nielen teoreticky, ale že naozaj vedia intelektuálne,
that this is not the separation of the priests
že toto nie je rozdelenie kňazov
internally.
vnútorné.
It's not the internal separation of the priests where they separate one from another.
To nie je vnútorné rozdelenie kňazov, kde sa rozdelia jeden od druhého.
When does that happen?
Kedy sa to stane?
Don't answer that yet. What causes the separation of the priests one from
Čo
another?
spôsobuje rozdelenie kňazov jedného od druhého?
What causes the separation?
Čo spôsobuje rozdelenie?
I've reframed the question if you don't know the answer.
Ak neviete odpovedať, skúsim sa inak
There's
spýtať.
only one thing that causes
Je
separation.
len jedna vec, ktorá spôsobuje rozdelenie.
The message.
Posolstvo.
The everlasting gospel is the only thing that separates people.
Večné evanjelium je jediná vec, ktorá ľudí rozdeľuje.
What message?
Aké posolstvo?
When did the priests separate? What causes the separation? So generic message.
Je to zvláštne posolstvo.
Everlasting gospel.
Večné evanjelium,
Message.
posolstvo,
Not prophetic message. What specific message?
nie prorocké posolstvo. Aké zvláštne, špeciálne posolstvo?
Oh, I mean conceptually.
Tak v koncepte.
Then I want to go to a Bible verse to prove it.
Moral, but it's not that.
Morálne?
What was my original question?
Aká
When
bol-
do they separate?
Moja pôvodná otázka bola, kedy sa rozdelia.
No, you say what what caused the separation?
Okay?
Nie, ty si sa pýtal, čo
Not when.
spôsobuje
What caused the
rozdelenie.
separation?
So what causes separation? So I'm
He
going to add
says,
the word when.
Okay.
Čo spôsobuje a kedy rozdelenie?
Füge noch hinzu, wann.
So when it's the dispensation, previous dispensation,
Wann ist also die vorangegangene Situation?
So what message
Welche wurde?
caused it?
Aké posolstvo to
we
spôsobilo?
say equality already, but you say
I don't
no.
want that. I don't want that answer. I want a conceptual answer.
Ich
A
möchte
te-
nicht die
a
Antwort
moral
gleich,
test,
sondern
Nejakú takú konceptovú odpoveď.
The true message?
Which was what we don't normally call it a true message.
We say
die wahre Botschaft.
Väčšinou to nenazývame práve posolstvo alebo skutočné posolstvo.
we have two streams of information. Which one?
14.
Wir haben
16, 18, 19.
14, 16, 18, 19. A 2014, 16, 18, 19.
Equality, I don't know. Midnight cry,
What waymark is that?
Toto je aký milník?
formalization.
Okay, no, that's fine. What waymark is that?
Toto je aký milník?
Formalization,
Rast
What is
poznania,
Elder Tess
formovanie.
changing formalization title to?
change of behavior,
No, the title.
exit.
Ten názov toho formovania, ako zmenila sestra Tess, alebo čo k tomu pridala? To je skúška.
I didn't hear. Sorry, there was.
Yeah, I said that you said no.
So it's the test.
Je to skúška.
When did you say that? Before?
To si vravila aj
But during
predtým,
the
nie?
discussion, I
Just
think
this second or earlier?
earlier.
No, but that's not good enough. That's not the answer that I want.
Okay.
Das ist nicht die Antwort.
To si
I'm just
nepovedala to,
showing
čo
you
ja chcem.
18 is the test.
Ich zeige hier auch,
Ja len hovorím, že 18. je skúška.
That's when separation must occur.
Vtedy sa musí udiať to rozdelenie.
What message is that?
Aké je to posolstvo?
It's the midnight cry
To je
message.
posolstvo polnočného volania.
Verse.
A verš,
Sister Catherine.
Katrin?
Matthew 20, 25.
Please don't whisper.
Matthew 25.
From memory. If you can't do it from memory, just say, then look. Look. If you try and go from memory first, so you prepare your mind to try and retrieve that, and if it's not there, then look. And kind of like there's a little bucket that the thing falls into, and it holds it better.
Lepšie je najprv si to skúsiť spomenúť z pamäti a potom sa ako keby mysel na to pripraví a keď si to pozrieš, lepšie si to zapamätáš.
The separation for the priests
To rozdelenie pre kňazov
happens at the midnight cry.
sa deje pri polnočnom volaní.
Why at the midnight cry?
Prečo pri polnočnom volaní?
Because the midnight cry
Polnočné volanie
is the test
je tá skúška.
after you've had the parameters of the test or the increase of knowledge.
Potom ako máme rast poznania alebo tie parametre tej skúšky.
So that was point 6. Everybody clear on that?
Je nám to jasné?
Can't do fractal for the priest.
Nemôžeme robiť fraktály pre kňazov.
Number 7
Číslo 7.
says servants reaper,
Tam sa píše
and
služobníci,
it says time to work.
ženci. Je čas pracovať.
What does that mean?
Čo to znamená?
The servants
Služobníci
are in one dispensation,
sú v jednom období
and then the reapers follow.
a potom následujú
Each
ženci.
works in a different time period.
Každá táto práca je v inom čase.
One of the mistakes that was made
Jedna z chyb, ktorá bola správená,
is that the servants were
bola,
identified as being the reapers.
že služobníci boli identifikovaní ako tí ženci.
And why did that happen?
Prečo sa to stalo?
Why? So when I'm going to answer, unless you answer, I'm not accusing anybody.
Ja teraz nikoho neobviňujem.
When I say that, who am I talking about?
O kom hovorím?
If I say I'm not accusing someone,
Keď hovorím, že neobviňujem nikoho,
who do I always accuse?
koho vždycky obviňujem?
FFA.
FFA.
So this can be put at FFA's doorstep, but I don't mean it in a derogatory, bad way.
Toto padne pred dvere FFA, ale nemyslím to nejakým takým zlým spôsobom ako obvinenie alebo...
We got into a mess here
Tu sme prišli k takému chaosu,
because we were saying what
lebo my sme hovorili čo?
I just said a minute ago. Remember?
My sme hovorili, že služobníci sú ženci.
Why did we do that?
Prečo sme to spravili?
Conceptually, why did we do that?
Konceptovo, prečo?
The reapers are identified in the parable as angels, and the servants aren't identified as anything. So I think we link them together to try to give an answer to who the servants are.
I'll help you.
Totally forgot.
In the parable, the servants aren't identified, but the reapers are.
V tom podobenstve služobníci nie sú identifikovaní, ale tí ženci sú, že
So
sú
we said
to
if it
anjeli.
said who the reapers are,
Takže sme povedali, keď tam sa
we just
hovorí,
assumed that the servants are the reapers.
že kto sú ženci, tak sme mysleli, že tí...
They just changed their tool from a shovel or a spade to a sickle.
Mysleli sme, že tí ženci sú služobníci a proste si iba vymenili nástroj z
Okay with
toho
that?
na siatie na ten srp.
Who are the reapers?
Kto sú tí ženci?
Are in the verses.
Je to vo verši?
Only in the story. You don't have to guess.
Nemusíš
Tells you in the
hádať.
verses.
In den Versen erklärt es dir.
Who are the reapers?
Kto sú tí ženci?
Please don't whisper.
Prosím vás, nešuškajte.
Well, I'm all confused now.
Okay. Let's go back to where you were not confused.
Poďme sa vrátiť späť.
I probably have the wrong idea.
It's okay. Where have I confused you?
Kde som ťa
Well,
zmiatol?
Is it at point 7?
Na sedmičke?
Or were you okay? You were okay at point 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, point 6 was okay?
Yeah. Well, I
Šestku
probably
si
just brought
chápala?
my old idea with me into point 7.
Okay, so we're back at point 7. Sorry.
Wahrscheinlich haben wir eine alte Idee.
Tak vrátime sa k bodu 7.
Bei Punkt 7.
All it says was servants, reaper, time to work.
Alles, was hier jetzt heißt, waren
Takže povedali sme
And I said, what did that mean?
služobníci, ženci a čas na
I couldn't
prácu.
remember.
A hovorím, čo to znamená?
So I put a little timeline here
Dal som sa takú malú časovú
showing the
líniu,
servants come before the reapers.
ktorá ukazuje, že služobníci prichádzajú pred
And then it said time to work.
žencami. A potom sa tu píše čas na
So this is
prácu.
the servants' work.
Takže toto je práca tých služobníkov.
This is the reapers' work.
Toto je práca žencov.
Work at different times.
Pracujú v inom čase.
And then I said,
Potom som povedal,
we got into a problem here
dass wir hier in einem
že sme tu, máme problém,
because we said
Lebo
the
sme
servants
povedali,
are the reapers.
že služobníci sú tí ženci.
sind die Schnitter.
Why?
Prečo?
Why do we do that?
Prečo sme to urobili?
Sister Catherine said,
Catherine povedala,
Hat er gesagt?
because the verses tell us who the reapers are,
pretože tie verše nám hovoria, že kto sú
but they don't tell us who the servants
ženci,
are.
ale nehovoria nám, kto sú služobníci.
That's how far we got.
Sem sme prišli
And I asked you,
Und dann frage ich dich,
a ja som sa
who are
spýtal,
the reapers?
kto sú tí ženci?
Well,
And I asked you not to guess or have application, but in the Bible, who are the reapers?
Kto sú ženci v Biblii?
keine Anwendung
Tam je
zu
to
machen,
vysvetlené.
welche Antwort gibt die Bibel?
Before you answer,
Predtým ako
I
odpovieš,
want the answer
Ich möchte die Antwort
and then the verse.
und auch den Vers.
prosím si aj odpoveď,
Well.
aj verš.
I'm going to say it's the angels.
Ich sage, das ist
Sú to anieli.
Good. And then I'm going to ask for the verse.
V ktorom je to verši?
Well, It's somewhere after 34
Niekde po 34. verši.
or something.
Have a look.
Okay. 41.
Sorry?
41. Was it 41? The Son of Man shall send forth
No.
the angel. Oh, no? Okay. Well, see, I can't read fast enough to see it.
It's okay, you read slow.
Okay. It says the Son of Man will send forth his angels.
Which verse are you in?
41.
Go back.
Go back.
We'd start in 37 because 37, if you've got a red letter Bible, tells you that that's where Jesus is speaking.
He sowed the good seed in the Son of Man.
Hľadá teraz ten verš, kde sa píše, že ženci sú anjeli.
Oh, and the reapers are the angels.
Verse?
39.
Good.
Je to 39. verš.
We all saw that?
Áno?
The reapers are the angels.
Tí ženci sú anjeli.
Sister Catherine, therefore the
Katrin,
Servants
takže
must be angels.
servants must be
aj
angels too.
služobníci musia byť anjeli.
Good so far? So now we use some logic.
Teraz použijeme takú logiku.
Harvest is at the last stage.
Žatva je na konci.
Yes.
Áno.
Do not think agriculture.
Nerozmýšľajte teraz o poľnohospodárstve.
How many stages do you have?
Koľko máme tých stupňov?
In the whole line.
Four. You
just
say
put in
don't.
agriculture.
But yeah, I know, but that's why I
Don't.
say.
Nemáme myslieť v poľnohospodárstve?
The one. So I don't know.
This is Sarah Revelation 14.
Zjavenie 14.
How many steps?
Koľko je tam krokov alebo stupňov?
Oh, that was nasty. Up to 13. Up to.
Po 13. verš.
3 steps.
3 kroky, 3
3-step prophetic
stupne.
testing message.
Trojstupňové prorocké posolstvo.
So we're at the end.
Takže na konci.
Says Catherine, who are the angels?
Katrin, kto
Which
sú tí
angel is
anjeli?
this?
Third angel.
This is the third
To je
angel.
tretí anjel.
So if this is the third angel,
Keď toto je tretí anjel,
then the servants are
tak tí služobníci sú
the same. The servants are the third angel.
služobníci sú potom
So we
tiež
make
tretí
everyone the
anjel.
same.
Všetkých sme dali
And
akože
all
sú
that
jedno.
was wrong.
A to bolo nesprávne.
It goes way back into the annals of history.
To ide späť v dejinách.
Embedded mistake after mistake.
Sme robili chybu po chybe.
So when it comes time to explain things, we get it wrong.
A prichádza čas, aby sme vysvetlili veci, ktoré boli nesprávne.
The servants are
Služobníci
not the reapers.
nie sú tí ženci.
They're not the
Nie
reapers.
sú ženci.
Sister Shemaine?
Demonstration. We said there is during the harvest there is 3 steps.
No, not during the harvest.
Wir haben nicht gesagt, während dem
So we said that
während der Ernte.
pardon. You said the harvest is the last step.
Du hast gesagt, die Ernte ist der letzte Schritt.
And
Let me
we
do it this way.
Okay, yeah.
Spravíme to takto.
Plowing,
Orba,
rain,
dážď,
harvest.
žatva.
3 stages.
3 stupne.
3 Ebenen.
First, second, Third angel's messages.
Prvé, druhé, tretie
So
anielské
because it's
posolstvo.
the third step, we said it's the third angel
Keď je to tretí
This is
stupeň,
the
je to
logic?
tretí aniel.
of it.
Yes. Simply.
I thought we use early writing 118 to use
Simply.
that. Huh? Okay.
Ja som myslela, že používame
You can
ranné
stop.
spisy.
This is the
Jednoducho.
problem.
Chceme to spraviť jednoducho.
Who's against you?
Toto je problém. Kto je,
Alan White causes you all these problems. I'm going to
kto je
get into trouble. I
proti
can see it.
tebe? Ellen Whiteová ti spôsobí všetky tieto problémy.
It's not Alan White, it's our reading of her.
To není Ellen White, ale to je spôsob, ako ju čítame.
Unclip the first bit, use the second bit.
Tú druhú časť.
We read her incorrectly.
My ju čítame nesprávne.
Early writings, page 118. 118.
Ranné spisy 118.
It says binding off.
Tam sa píše zväzovanie.
Therefore, binding off is harvest. Must be talking about harvest.
To je žatva, to musí byť o žatve.
Fearful is the work of the third angel.
Hrozostrašné dielo tretieho aniela.
To bind
Zviazať.
must be harvest.
To musí byť žatva.
Misreading.
Nesprávne čítanie.
But I just did it simply.
Ja som to urobil len jednoducho.
Plowing, rain, harvest. 3.
Orba, dážď, žatva. 3 stupne.
Proof that the rain is one step.
Dôkaz na to, že ten dážď je jeden krok.
Book.
Ktorej knihe to je?
Which one do you want to go with? I was thinking the second. If you know the first, we'll go with that one. We'll go with my one, then you find your one.
Okay.
Najprv
So
spravíme
I'm
môj
going to
verš,
take
potom
us to
tvoj.
Joel,
Poďme do Joela.
and then Sister Kathy's going to look at Hosea, she said.
A Katy nám ukáže Hozeáša.
So I'm going to go to Joel,
Joel.
two,
Druhá kapitola.
chapter 23. Joel 2:23.
Joel 2:23.
It rains in the first month. Joel 2:23.
Prší v prvom mesiaci. A my to máme trošku inak.
You have it? 2:23.
Joel
Be glad.
2:23.
God's people,
Plesajte a radujte sa
because he's given you
Hospodinovi,
rain in the first month,
lebo vám pošle dážď
the former
v prvom
and the latter,
mesiaci. My tu máme, že
all in the
najprv
same month.
podzimný i jarný.
It may be two phases, but it's one dispensation, it's 1 month.
Sú to dve fázy, ale je to jedno obdobie. Je to jeden mesiac.
Did you find one in Hosea?
Ty máš Hozeáša?
6:3.
Hozeáš 6.3.
So it's the morning, and it's the former and the latter
Je
rain.
tu ráno a je tu jarný a neskorý dážď. My to tu tak nemáme, to je v angličtine. Skorý aj neskorý dážď.
I go with 6:2.
Zoberiem 6.2.
How many days is it?
Koľko je tam dní?
3 days.
3 dní.
3 dispensation, 3 days,
3
3 angels'
obdobia.
messages.
Trojanielské posolstvo.
We make the mistake.
Robíme chybu.
Harvest is the third and final step.
Žatva je tretí a posledný krok.
Therefore, it's the third angel.
A je to tretí aniel.
The reapers are the third angel.
Tí ženci sú tretím
And
anielom.
who are the servants?
A kto sú služobníci?
So we begin to get things wrong.
Začneme vlastne veci zle vysvetľovať.
So we might assume that the servants are the reapers,
Môžeme prísť k záveru, že služobníci sú ženci,
but they're not.
ale nie sú.
We already identified that the reapers are the third angel.
Identifikovali sme,
We already identified that the reapers are the third angel.
že ženci sú tretím anielom.
So who are the servants, Sister
A kto sú
Shemaine?
teda služobníci?
Second.
Tie
We're going to come up
sú
with some
druhý aniel.
crazy ideas now,
A teraz prídeme s bláznivými nápadmi,
which are all wrong.
ktoré nie sú správne.
The reapers are not the third angel,
Ženci nie sú tretí
and the
aniel
servants are not the second.
a služobníci nie sú druhý.
What does a third angel do?
Čo robí tretí aniel?
Primary job.
Jeho hlavná rola.
Sorry? Primary job function.
Jeho hlavná úloha je čo?
The angel does what?
Čo robí ten aniel?
Judges.
Súdi.
He judges.
Súdi.
In the harvest,
V žatve
someone's going to come
niekto príde
and do what?
a urobí čo?
Look at two plants
Pozrie sa na dve rastliny
and
a
judge them.
posúdi ich.
The servants
Služobníci
are not the third,
nie sú tretí,
so they shouldn't be.
nemali by byť ani.
They should not be. What's the third angel's job?
Čo je úloha
The
tretieho
servants
aniela?
should therefore not. They should not be judging people.
Nemali by súdiť ľudí,
Servants.
služobníci, lebo nie sú tretí aniel.
This is all faulty, wrong logic.
Toto je celé zlá logika.
The servants are what angels, Sister Shemaine?
Služobníci sú ktorý aniel?
Wrong.
Now give us the true one now.
Teraz nám daj tú správnu verziu.
Wie es richtig ist.
It's not the second, you said?
No.
Es ist nicht der zweite Engel.
Sorry?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine, but you've got to speak louder. It's the third. Where's it behind me?
Služobníci sú tretí aniel.
Right here.
Hier haben wir es.
Third angel.
Tretí aniel.
If they're the third angel,
Ak oni sú tretím anielom,
not only what are they allowed to do, what are they supposed to do?
nielen čo majú dovolené, ale čo sa od nich aj očakáva, to je ich práca.
Just like we were taught 9/11/2016.
To, čo sa učilo
It's their job function to judge.
11. septembra 2016. Ich rola je súdiť.
And the reapers are another story.
A tí ženci, to už je iný príbeh.
As a third, they are not the reapers, they can judge, but they're not harvested. They don't do the harvest.
Also die Diener sind der dritte. Sie richten, aber sie ernten nicht.
Come.
I'm not sure if I heard that before, but it seems I heard that they are the second, no?
When?
Kenya? I'm not sure.
No, you didn't hear that in Kenya. In Kenya,
V Kenii
whoever that person was, taught you that the plants were the second.
v Kenii sa učilo, že tie rastliny sú ten druhý aniel.
Dass die Pflanzen der zweite
And that this servant is the third.
und dass der Diener der dritte ist.
Služobníci sú tretí aniel.
Sure.
Okay, didn't we say before that the reapers are the angels?
Haben nicht gesagt, dass die Schnitte
Čiže tí ženci
Let me
sú
recap.
anieli. Počkať, ja to zhrniem.
And then tell me if you still don't
A
understand.
potom mi povieš, či nerozumieš.
The Bible says
Die Bibel sagt uns,
that the
Biblia
reapers are
hovorí,
angels.
že ženci sú anieli.
And from the very beginning
Od začiatku
of this movement's existence,
existencie tohto hnutia
we used to teach something like this.
sme učili niečo takéto.
First, second, third.
Prvý, druhý, tretí.
We would say the first message is a period of time.
Povedali sme, že prvé posolstvo je určité
The second
časové obdobie,
period of time,
druhé je určité časové
process,
obdobie.
whatever.
Je to proces alebo čokoľvek.
And the third,
A to tretie,
we would call, FFA would call a litmus test.
FFA to nazýva, že to je taký test, ktorý len
And the reason I say
ukáže,
that,
či
you put the strip in and you get the answer when? Right now, straight away.
ktorý ukáže, na ktorej sme
You get
strane,
the answer straight away.
ako keď máme ten tehotenský test, hneď máme
Third is a
odpoveď.
point.
Učili, že ten tretí je určitý bod.
I don't want to criticize people's study.
Ja teraz nechcem kritizovať nikoho štúdiu.
It's not true.
No, to nie je pravda.
They start talking about time dilation.
Potom začali hovoriť o časovej,
Trying to bring quantum
časovom
mechanics into
rozsahu.
our message.
Začali prinášať
Crazy science.
kvantovú mechaniku do tohto posolstva. Aké
Einstein.
Einstein.
It gets crazy.
Už to bolo bláznivé.
All of that,
Všetko toto,
that time dilation stuff,
tieto časové posuny,
the reason it was
toto,
done
dôvod, prečo to bolo
was to
urobené,
cover our sins.
bolo, aby sme pokryli náš hriech.
It was a
Naše
decoy.
hriechy.
It was to cover up our mistakes.
Aby sme
Sorry.
pokryli tie naše chyby.
We had some fundamental mistakes.
Mali sme určité základné chyby,
We won't admit them,
tie sme nepriznali
so we call it time dilation.
a nazvali sme to časové, neviem, čo
And we all
tým
bought
myslí,
into
časový
it.
posun.
Because it looked sexy.
Vyzeralo to dobre.
So I don't want to be more critical.
Už nechcem byť kritickejší.
What we weren't willing to admit
Čo sme neboli ochotní priznať,
is the third angel is not a point, it's a period of time.
že tretí anjel nie je bod, ale je
It's
to
not point
obdobie.
or period, all that kind of stuff. It's a period of time. All of that was bogus.
Keď sme začali sa dohadovať, že je to bod, ale obdobie, to všetko bolo zlé. Proste je to obdobie.
Let's call it what it was. We made mistakes.
Treba to nazvať pravým menom, spravili sme chyby.
When we go from a point to a period,
Keď ideme od bodu k obdobiu,
this period we begin to call binding off.
toto by sme nazvali zväzovanie.
Binding off,
To obdobie.
harvest.
A to je žatva.
Because it's the third step,
Je to tretí krok,
must be the third angel.
musí to byť tretí anjel.
And you read to us,
A ty si nám čítala,
the reapers are
že ženci sú
angels.
anjeli.
Therefore it must be
Takže to musia
third
byť,
angel.
musí to byť tretí
And if the
anjel.
third angel's job is to do the separation,
A tretí anjel robí to rozdelenie
in the binding off,
vo zväzovaní.
then who are we
Kým sme my
to judge
potom,
one another
aby sme sa posudzovali.
before the time?
Ešte predtým, ako príde ten čas.
Say we, me.
My, ale to som
Can't
ja.
judge people before the time.
Nemôžeme posúdiť ľudí predtým, ako je ten čas.
Then I became bad
Tak som sa stal
because I'm
zlým.
even judging Christ.
Ja som vlastne dokonca začal súdiť
So
Krista.
the whole message, the whole study becomes distorted.
Celé to štúdium bolo prevratené na ruby.
Twisted.
Prekrútené to bolo.
It's all error.
A celé to bolo zlé.
So that's all error. The truth
Pravda
is that the third angel
je, že tretí anjel
is not in this history.
nie je v týchto dejinách.
The third angel is not in the binding of or in the harvest.
Tretí anjel nie je vo zväzovaní alebo v žatve.
The way we did our models was wrong.
To, jak sme robili tie modely, bolo nesprávne.
And because we're so indoctrinated,
Pretože to máme tak v sebe vtesnané,
whenever I draw a line
keď nakreslím nejakú líniu
of the first, second, and third angel's messages,
posolstva 1., 2., 3.
people say
anjela,
that doesn't look right
tak ľudia hovoria, to nevyzerá, že to je správne.
because it doesn't look like the old version.
To sa nepodobá na tú starú verziu.
So I'm just going to say it this way.
Poviem to takto.
I proved to my satisfaction
Dokázal som pre moje uspokojenie, k môjmu
that the
uspokojeniu,
servants
že služobníci
are the third
sú
angel.
tretím anielom.
So the third angel is not the reapers, it's the servants.
Tretí aniel nie sú
And the third angel, his primary job is to judge.
ženci, je služobníci a jeho úloha je posúdiť.
Therefore, the servant's main job is to judge,
A hlavná rola tých služobníkov je posúdiť.
which is what the parable says.
To hovorí podobenstvo.
So tell me where I lost you.
Tak a teraz mi povedz, kde si sa stratila.
Well, I agree that I understand that, and that's what I understood before, that the servants are the ones that are observing, and they're the ones that decide that it's harvest time.
Yes.
Rozumiem tomu, že služobníci sú tí,
So,
ktorí
but the part now
rozhodujú
I'm confused about is because I thought we looked at this and I read the thing that said
o
the
tom,
reapers are the
kto je
angels.
pšenica a
Yes.
kto kúkol.
So the reapers are the angels, and we're the angels. So
Yes.
everybody's
Ženci sú
angels.
anieli,
Yes.
ale aj
But
my
we
sme
got
potom
a thing
anieli.
that says that we're not equal, that we're not the same.
Ale ty hovoríš, že to nie je
This
to isté.
angel
Tento aniel
is not this angel.
nie je tento aniel.
We assume,
Das haben wir angenommen.
which
My,
is what Sister Catherine's point was,
toto bola pointa sestry Katry.
every time you read the word angel, we assume it must be third.
Vždy, keď čítaš o anielovi, myslíš si, že to je tretí aniel.
And it's not.
A nie je to tak.
So the servants are the third angel, and they are observing and judging.
Čiže služobníci sú
Yes.
tretí aniel
And
a
the
oni
reapers are
sledujú
angels,
a
but they're not
posudzujú.
the third angel.
A
Yes.
ženci sú anieli, ale nie sú tretím anielom.
Die beobachten und richten,
Áno.
also sind sie der dritte Engel und die Schnitter sind nicht der dritte Engel.
In closing,
V závere
Zum Abschluss,
let's just look at this.
pozrime sa na toto.
An angel,
Aniel,
first.
prvý,
Second,
druhý,
third.
tretí.
So that's what the third angel looks like.
Takto vyzerá tretí aniel.
Put a line here,
Dáme sem líniu.
mal eine Linie,
then everything underneath that is harvest.
Všetko pod tým už je žatva.
Ernte.
And that's one of the reapers,
Toto je jeden z tých žencov.
and it's an angel.
Je to aniel.
Engel.
So the reapers are the angels.
Die Schnitter sind also die Engel.
This one is not this one.
Ženci sú anieli. Tento aniel nie je
You've got
tento
one,
aniel.
Two,
Máme 1, 2, 3.
third, that would be the fourth angel.
Toto by bol štvrtý aniel.
Und dann der dritte und dann müsste der unten der vierte sein.
But it gets complicated
Und jetzt
To už je komplikované,
kompliziert,
because the Son of Man
denn
lebo syn človeka
becomes a reaper.
sa stane žencom.
But that's beyond the parable.
Aber das
Ale to je mimo toho podobenstva.
hinaus.
We'll just stick with that one.
Wir haben nur mit, lass uns nur mit dem
Zostaneme len pri
This angel
tomto.
is different to this one.
Tento aniel je iný ako tento.
Okay, so the angels are the reapers, but not the third angel.
Yes.
Also die Schnitter
Takže anieli sú ženci, ale nie je to tretí aniel. Áno. Poďme sa pozrieť.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for your goodness. We ask and pray for a blessing.
Drahý nebeský Otče, ďakujeme ti za tvoju dobrotu, prosíme ťa o požehnanie.
We pray that we each would have a working understanding of these important points.
Modlíme sa, aby každý z nás mal také pracovné porozumenie týchto dôležitých bodov
And that we would understand who and in what dispensation the third angel works.
aby sme rozumeli, kto pracuje a v ktorom období ako tretí aniel.
We pray in the name of Jesus.
Modlíme sa v mene Ježiša.
Amen.
Amen.